Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So I know I promised you guys some LCS drama yesterday. We didn't end up getting to it, but we are going to be getting it here today. When I pulled up this stuff on Twitter, you can see we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deleted tweets. Probably much more than that, honestly. The stuff got pretty crazy. And when you see this many deleted tweets, you know something spicy went down. You know there's some good stuff there. And this situation is regarding TSM and Golden Guardians. And don't you guys worry, the investigative journalist here, I am Germ. I got the screenshots for you, so we will be able to see these tweets. I will be able to present you guys with the whole story, everything that's going on. But you know, breaking it down to exactly what it was, it is, you know, TSM getting some hate, which obviously TSM has a lot of haters. They have a ton of fans, biggest fan base in the LCS, best viewership, all that stuff, but still a ton of haters as well. So it can be popular. It can be a way to farm likes, views, comments, interactions, whatever, to hate on TSM. But on the flip side, Bjergsen getting involved in this situation, one of the most well-respected guys in the entire scene. And now that he's at the helm of TSM in a lot of ways as the head coach, they kind of have this weird thing going on where you want to hate on TSM, but then you're hating on Bjergsen and, you know, he gets a fire back. So it is really this interesting back and forth story. But when you're involving Golden Guardians, who is one of the least popular teams in the LCS, this was just a recipe for disaster in a lot of ways. But before we get into this, I just want to mention real quick, if you guys have not already, please take a second and smash that like button. I'd appreciate it so much. Really does help me out the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We got a ton of new awesome subscribers yesterday, so let's keep running those numbers up. That'd be absolutely insane. With that being said, here we go. So again, we have no context here because all these tweets have been deleted. I should follow this Hunter Lee guy, I guess, but we have no context of what's going on. But don't worry, like I said, I got the receipts for you guys. So Hunter Lee tweeted out this stuff yesterday. He said, or maybe it's 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, I think at this point. And this is where the drama all started. You know, he had some tweets previously that said, we won't succeed internationally until we fix underlying issues, you know, the stuff that's going on in the scene. And a lot of people agreed with that. You know, that wasn't anything too unpopular. But here's where things got unpopular. He tweeted out, just learned that TSM has decided to abandon the automated Riot-supported Tournament Realm-based in-house system to create TSM in-houses so they can manually make matches. This is a perfect example of how NA scene is broken and won't get the best out of the talent in the region. No automated in-houses happened during the break. Not enough NA players signed up, even once, so that the bot couldn't make a match. Core JJ invited people to make matches himself, but the system did not get enough use. Shame on the players and the Players Association. TSM hasn't participated in the develop or use of the current system, and the other orgs haven't thrown their weight behind it either. It's got a council with reps from each team that can propose changes and work with programmers. No major org support. Shame on the org. So again, the in-house system, this is a conversation that always goes on. You know, the meme is like, wait till NA flames out of MSI or flames out of Worlds, then they'll start playing in-houses for a couple of weeks or whatever. But apparently they have this automated in-house system, which is like all the pro players, you know, they can like queue up on the tournament realm. And then if there's enough pro players all queued up at the same time, it'll find a game for them. And they'll get to play in-houses on low ping because they're all in, you know, the tournament realm environment on the tournament realm servers. So that's great. But apparently TSM wants to start their own in-houses where they manually make matches rather than using this automated system that's just super general before. And, you know, Hunter Lee's kind of calling that out. But what I don't understand is the current system we have in place, he's even admitting doesn't get used. People are not queuing up for it. It's not working. It's not making games. Yes, I've heard that Core JJ is obviously one of the biggest guys that gets these things going. You know, last offseason, he was playing a ton of in-houses. He was getting things going really, really great. And then Finn is also a guy that uses these systems a lot as well and loves playing in-houses, love getting games together. But yeah, so he's calling out TSM. He doesn't like what the new TSM stuff is doing. And that obviously leads us to these tweets from Bjergsen, where this is hilarious. You can see this guy, you know, he got 38 likes, 14 likes, 16 likes, and that's 7 hours in. So, I mean, that's like pretty much as many likes as I got, to my knowledge. And then Bjergsen comes in with a 5,600 like bomb on them, where he says, TSM hasn't participated in the development or use of the current system, and he has receipts from the Discord where Bjergsen is sending, you know, paragraph long messages saying, hey, since Riot hasn't committed to removing duo queue and Master Plus, I'm hoping this is the push. We need to start making in-houses active rather than solo queue. He's given all different kinds of ideas. He's like, these are the problems we need to solve. He is, you know, facilitating some discussion, getting some stuff going. Nick Smith, Anero, he responds, Jat responds. It seems like people are on board, seems like people are down, but, you know, definitely Bjergsen is trying there. And then Hunter Lee responds. At the top here, we can see Treat saying that's a fat ratio, which is hilarious. You know, people really did jump in this. But then Hunter Lee does respond. He said, one comment 6 months ago that you didn't follow up on at all before doing this, that's not enough. It's just not. You worked harder to create your own internal system than to improve the existing communal one. That's a problem here. And, you know, even if that's true, I don't really think that would be that big of an issue. I'd rather have a good system than a communal system. Like, whatever. If the system works, who cares too much? But, you know, whatever. If he thinks it should be like this big communal thing, whatever. He says, besides this, you're missing the point, Soren. This isn't about TSM. Despite all your fans wanting to make it so, this is about improving the region as a whole. We can't go it alone to do that. One team can't solve this on their own. We have to try harder as a group, which is hilarious. He says this isn't about TSM when his tweet right here, this third tweet, is specifically calling out TSM. It even says TSM by name. It says TSM has not participated in the development or use of the current system. But again, Bjergsen did respond. He said, didn't follow up on at all. 544 messages in the House Council Discord chat, plus calls in the last 6 months. Please stop spreading misinformation. And once again, 6,700 likes to, Hunter Lee's like 70 likes or whatever. Yes, Bjergsen does have like 1 million followers on Twitter, 1.3 million. So, you know, just comparing likes isn't necessarily fair, but obviously Bjergsen's tweets did blow up. He is calling this guy out. As you can see here, he's trying to set up people for a call. He has questions in place of things they need to talk about, things they can discuss. Again, a narrow, which is, he's there trying to help things out, trying to make things going. And then Bjergsen showing that he has 554 messages sent, and he has obviously been responding. And, you know, some of these messages are even in, like, March, because that's a couple of months even into the season even. It was just really funny. Obviously, people just responding super, super hilariously. And then finally, why Hunter Lee did end up deleting all of those tweets is he said, well, I was wrong. I got some bad info. I should have verified further. My apologies, Bjergsen and TSM. I'd love to say my latter point stands, but yeah. And then that led him, who is the head of esports for Golden Guardians, and then their general manager, the Dan Flanders or whatever, he came out and had to like apologize too, because he was also tweeting a bunch of like anti-TSM stuff. And obviously they were just all totally wrong. And yes, I'm glad they admitted it. I'm glad they're deleting the tweets, but they pretty much had to. This was such a bad look for them. And this is Golden Guardians we're talking about, the team with the worst historical results of any team since franchising did start. They, claim to be trying to go towards NA players, improving the infrastructure and stuff, but, we're not seeing a lot of those results. They have some of the worst social medias of any teams, like in so many different capacities. They are run so poorly in terms of performance, in terms of socials. It seems to me like in terms of management as well, having very just kind of knee-jerk reactions and having some clear just hate towards TSM. And TSM is such a powerful and influential team and group inside the LCS. Not really a team you necessarily want to be making enemies with, especially if TSM is going to be running a lot of these in-houses and trying to get things started. Again, whether he agrees with what TSM is doing or not, it's clear that Bjergsen tried to make the old situation scenario work. It's clear that it didn't work, and now TSM is trying a new solution. Not just trying to make the same solution that people have been trying to make for the last 5 years work out. So this, situation, it was just really hilarious. It was crazy. Him and Danon were going so hard at the beginning, just flaming TSM, flaming everybody, and then backtracked so quickly. Again, you would think that people at the very highest level of management in these teams and organizations would maybe have a better idea of what's going on, maybe research a little bit more before they start just, kind of flinging at people. But that's not what happened. This was the stuff. I thought there was a hilarious response from Double It that said, you fucked up when you got Bjergsen to use social media. Now we aren't going to see him tweet for months, goodbye, my prince, and then Bjergsen, with the peace out ghost, which is absolutely hilarious. Again, Bjergsen is not one to get into drama. He's not one to call people out. He's not one to even use social medias very often. But obviously, this was a situation that definitely warranted it. It seems like he was definitely in the right. Golden Guardians was definitely in the wrong. And overall, just a really weird situation, but some pretty hilarious LCS drama going on. That is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I'd appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this situation? You think TSM's in the right? You think Golden Guardians is in the right? How do you think NA can fix a lot of their problems? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully, I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!